Good afternoon, Lisa.
Good afternoon, Andrew.
Blake 7 and the Redemption, the start of Season 2.
Season 2.
So lots to talk about.
So we're going to get a resolution to the cliffhanger, are we?
Maybe. 9th of December. 9th of December? 9th of January.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1979.
Okay.
BBC One doesn't appear to start till like 1:45. Because you've got
Crazy.
Bidmead News. No, you got the Midday News, Pebble Mill, Playboard, the Great Big Enormous Turnip.
Bidmead News would just be how good he was.
Yeah. Close Down, Poblicum,
Okay.
bit of Welsh for you.
Yes.
Regional News, Play School, Herbert Humpletoft's Party with Carol Leader and Ben Bazell, whoever he is.
Oh, okay.
Winsome Witch, she isn't that winsome to be honest. Jack and Aurealis Through the Looking Glass with Michael Horden.
Mm-hmm.
Today, Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
Oh, God.
The Screen Test semi-final.
Mm-hmm.
So Michael Rod's hosting the semi-final.
Mm-hmm.
When Nights Were Bold, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Beaver Valley, which sounds
Right,
probably
okay.
sounds more interesting than it is.
Okay.
And He's Your Dog, Charlie Brown.
Okay.
John Craven's News Round, Grange Hill Part 3.
Right.
Okay. Evening News, Nationwide, The Osmonds, Blake 7 and the Redemption. Dallas, 9 o'clock News, Play for Today, Vampires.
Okay. Who's in Vampires?
It's by Dixie Williams.
Oh, okay.
Anybody particularly jumping out at you?
Okay.
Paul Shane's in it as Georgie.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, don't know much about that. But that's quite good scheduling because over on BBC Two there are more vampires.
Are there? Oh, yes.
Yes,
You
there
told
are.
me that, didn't you? Yes.
So what have we got? Well, there's nothing terribly exciting on BBC Two until you get to 5 to 7, and it's the Great Egg Race introduced by Brian Cant and Charlotte Annette. Allen, sorry. With Heinz Wolf, of course.
Of course.
The teams have to make a jumping flea to clear a cube. Doesn't say how big the cube is.
Okay.
The Master Game, which is about chess. Event Horse, about equestrianisms. Call My Bluff with Patrick Campbell, Barb Kellerman, Christopher Timothy, Frank Muir, Claire Falconbridge and Richard Ingrams. A Man Alive So You Don't Want a Baby. And then Count Dracula, Part 1 by Gerald Savory.
Okay. Well, we've got Count Dracula somewhere.
That's the Louis Jordan, Frank Finlay.
Yes, the
job.
one that it wasn't State of Decay, but Terence Dixie's Vampire
Yeah, put the
Story
kibosh
got
on it.
sponed for. He had to do one in a
Yeah.
lighthouse instead.
But Redemption, we are sourcing from...
Yes, we do have the BBC version,
Yeah, but
but we
we've
can't
lost
find it at the moment. And we lost it once before, so we replaced it with this.
Which is the Dutch version,
And it's got all the wrong pictures on it.
which it's season 2, and it's got loads of pictures from season 1 and season 3
Yes.
on the packaging, including photos of like Dana and the Decimers,
Then that's a band.
which sounds like the best pop band ever.
Yeah. And it's got floating heads on the menu, isn't it?
the menu actually is all in Dutch, so it did confuse me because it made it look like Redemption was episode 2, and there was another episode called Spiel Alles
Which
before
I think
it.
is
It's
Play
probably
All.
Play All.
Yeah.
But Redemption. In Vision Zeit Blake Hozigen Ship Word Verwurst der ein enorme Explose. So there you are.
It's going to be a big bang.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to have to actually put this text on the back into a translator because it
See
mentions
what it
George
comes out.
Orwell,
Yeah.
which is weird.
But anyway, so it's almost like in tribute to Van der Valk being
Yes,
on
starting on Talking Pictures TV.
which
Yeah.
you should watch.
Yes. Second episode tonight, Richard Turndorf.
Yeah.
We've
So-
watched it twice, so we probably won't watch
So
it. but-
don't take a drink every time Blake does as well. But
No, because you dehydrate.
yeah, space, more space, those planets again. Blake's watching his home movies
Yeah.
of the explosion at the end of
Yeah.
the last season.
And he's got a new costume.
Everybody's got a new costume.
He's got a new costume with big sleeves. It's June Hudson
What's he
this
going to
year.
put up his big sleeves?
I don't know. Is hanky?
Cornish pasty or something in case
He's
he
big
gets
enough.
in case he gets hungry.
But yeah, the sleeves are enormous, and I think when June Hudson came in, David Maloney said he wanted it to be sort of
More spacey.
more. No, I'm sure he says that about myths and legends, and she took him to the absolute letter. The cast weren't always happy.
But I just wrote new cloths for everyone.
Because Avon's got a leather outfit. I think that's the one where he had to go to the shop in Soho
The
to be
special
measured
shop.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Blake's watching his movies. Callie's fiddling with Jenna in the around the teleport
She's not
room.
fiddling with Jenna. She's fiddling.
It sounds worse. Yeah, I haven't finished.
God.
And you notice all the teleport bracelets. The rack is
They're all
now
back.
completely full.
Yeah, somebody's been
as though
busy.
somebody spent the last 9 months knocking some up.
Yeah.
With instructions from Leslie Judd, I expect. Villa's got vulgar yellow trousers on.
They are quite vulgar.
Yeah. Aurex changed his voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds like Peter Tuddenham.
He sounds like Peter Tuddenham. So has he had a Windows update for a new voice
for
option?
a new voice option.
And they preferred this one.
Yes.
What was it? Avon says Blake is looking for the wrong things. He keeps watching this and he doesn't get anything. There's a bit of a sensor malfunction going on as well. But Blake and Avon sort of watch it again, and Avon points out, well, he has some nonsense about sort of predestination and predictions about standing on the edge of a cliff, which is just nonsense. But like if you stood on an edge of a cliff, you could walk off, or the cliff could crumble, or you could suffer from wind or something. I don't know what it is.
Or you could just walk away.
Yeah, but in the background, the stars are in a distinctive S shape, aren't they? Yes. So,
Avon says all they have to do is not go to that star system.
Go nowhere near where stars are all arranged in an S, and they'll be all right.
Yes, and of course at this point you know that's where they're going to go.
You just imagine, like, every time they arrive in a new star system. Zen, are there any stars shaped like an S here? No. All right, we'll be all right. But it turns out this is like in the 12th sector, which is halfway across the galaxy. So basically, don't go there. Then there are a load of green explosions.
Yes.
Well, green sort of video effects.
Yeah.
Nice handheld stuff.
Yeah.
And a load of rocking stuff as they're attacked. And you get some wonderful darrowing as we go into battle stations.
Yes. Yeah.
Kelly's got a haircut, you said.
Yes, Kelly's had a haircut because it was relatively long before, and she's got Jenna's to get the scissors. Well, I hope it's Jenna. Could be Gan.
I was going to say, you just trust Gan with scissors.
Yeah, I don't know.
He'd only be allowed like the safety shears, wouldn't he, for cutting out paper.
Yeah, so it's probably Jenna's.
Gan's been playing with the pinking shears, and that's about it. Yeah. Just imagine, like at Christmas, Gan gets to make the Christmas cards, and he gets covered in glitter like Father Dougal.
He's got a long. The costume. They're a little bit impractical. The costumes because he's got a long.
He's got a floaty, cloaky
waistcoaty thing.
And you see the size of his heels on his shoes as well.
No, they're really high.
He's got really high heels.
Why has he got high shoes? He's really tall. He doesn't. He'd make him a giant.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the idea, to give him even more bulk and height.
Oh, okay. Have to look at his
but
shoes.
there's 2 ships after them.
Yes.
And it's lots of kablooies and things like that. They go into a planetary orbit, which is like whizzing around the planet really fast. Now, I've been playing my space game, Elite Dangerous, and I've been learning not to get too close to planets because all sorts of things can go wrong if you cock up the orbit. But they say they don't recognise the ships. They don't look Federation.
No.
Blake's dim, isn't he? Hasn't he noticed that they look exactly like the prongs on the Liberator?
Why don't? Yeah.
Come on, they're just 2 ships.
It's the little bits at the front of the Liberator, isn't it?
the sticky out prongs.
Sticky out prong bits. Yeah.
But they're going like a standard by 12, which is going
some.
Villa goes to fire, but it's all jammed, isn't it?
Yes.
And there's the force wall malfunction. There's more zips and zaps from the unknown ships. Laser beams.
Okay. You could have said laser beams.
Well, Zip Zap was a computer game on the Spectrum, as was Zoom.
Right.
Yes. Anyway, they all end up asleep on the floor. So it's another Gan's asleep moment. So imagine Gan waking up. I ate all the eggs, Bishop. Weird things that Gan says when he wakes up.
Okay.
Only Blake is actually woke. Everybody else is asleep.
Yes.
They're on full power, but they've not got no scanners. Eventually, everybody sort of comes to.
Sorry, Martha's
what are you
staring.
laughing at? Martha's staring at what?
I don't know.
Because of that weird thing about eggs and the bishop. Yeah.
But every time I look at you, I can see Martha staring at you. So.
Gan goes to check on the damage.
Yeah.
Zen's keeping quiet. Avon has a nice line when he's told a load of things to do, and he says, "What should I do with the other hand?" I could give him some suggestions. Villa says about he's got a shocking pain. And Avon says about amputation.
Yeah, well, he says, got anything for a headache?
Yeah.
And he says, I've got a shocking pain behind my eyes. And Avon says, have you considered amputation?
Jenna is apparently shaken.
Yes.
But she's not stirred.
Not stirred,
So
no.
Avon wants Callie to strip down some components. He should have just stopped it there, shouldn't he?
This is the innuendo issue.
This is the innuendo issue. And she's got a load of wonky old circuit board
Yeah.
that she's fiddling with. It's like sort of 20 years out of date from like even 1979. But they're wondering about why didn't the ships destroy them? It's all been planned.
Yeah.
And then there's a shot of a space structure, isn't there? Which is all balls and tubes, isn't it?
It is. It's sort of like a web almost, isn't
Yeah.
it?
And in the control room, there are two ladies in slinky blue and a couple of guards, sort of blokes in black
Yes.
with visors.
Who are semi-Federation looking, aren't
Yeah, a
they?
little bit. Who are the ladies?
It's Sheila Ruskin
Yeah.
from The Keep of Sharpen,
Yeah.
The Keep of Sharpen, and Harriet
You've got my trouble. Philpin.
Philpin from...
Is it Philpin or Philbin?
I'm not sure.
All right.
Genesis of the Daleks.
Okay.
And the Sweeney episode.
Okay. But they got sort of head disky things
Yes.
on, like the
Yes.
Sensorites.
Yes.
And they've got very sort of tight-fitting
They are
blue
very
things.
tight blitting.
Showing off
Fitting blue things.
showing off all the goods, aren't they?
Well,
yes. Arses, really.
Well, yeah, bombs mostly.
There's some sexy sax music from Dudley,
Yes,
isn't there?
Why is it? Why?
Because she goes to sit down.
Is that why? He's
Yes.
just washing her bottom.
Yeah, and he said we could have some sexy music over this.
Don't do accents.
I'm gonna get the car springs out.
Okay, now, next bit.
Doing. No. So yeah, Blake goes to check on some knobs and buttons, but he gets his tool jammed in the thing, doesn't he? Because he's trying to switch off all the power.
Auxiliary.
So he
power,
has to put his tool in and like screw it and then pull it back, and he can't get it out again, can he? So
No.
it's as though somebody sort of frightened him at the last moment. He can't get it out. There's an explosion, and all the switches go back on again on their own, and then cable attack.
Yeah.
As this cable comes out of nowhere, there's a sort of hole, isn't there?
Yes.
It's like Death to the Daleks, isn't
Yeah.
it? Or the Crotons, that thing that comes out of the wall that makes a beeline for Choate. But yeah, it's like the thing that rears up out of the lake.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a snake.
Basically, it's a cable. It's cross and it's sparky, isn't it? Because it's. And I did say, how does it stay up? How does a cable levitate itself?
I don't know.
I mean, I know how it's done. They've got a bit of string or wire holding it up. But how does a cable
I don't know. Power.
physically power?
Electric power. I don't know.
Magnetism or something. Yeah. But Jenna notices some knobs are moving by themselves, aren't she, in the teleport room?
Yes.
I noticed they only move by themselves when she's there. But, Callie and Avon are making some sort of progress. Though Avon says keep away from the teleport if the knobs are moving, because that's where it will attack.
That's where the attack will come from, yes.
Callie and Avon have stuck some replacement bits in, and they explode.
Yeah.
And they theorise that the Liberator is rejecting us. Blake manages to call for Avon to come and help him with his cable trouble. There's a line about Villa says my money's on Blake in a shootout between the two.
Yeah. No, but he's at the other half, but only half.
Then also on Avon as well.
Yeah, my money would be on Avon.
Yeah.
He'd shoot him in the back.
Avon's told to come in gently, isn't he? So Avon comes in and another cable appears for him. He goes to sort of rig an explosive charge. Blake manages to get out and the door shuts and Avon is trapped.
He's trapped.
Allowing some more darrowing.
Yes.
As the sort of the berm goes off, and then the cable sort of bleeds. But Avon managed to get out because the door comes open again, doesn't
Yes,
it?
because there's been an explosion.
That's one I owe you, apparently. Gavon? Gan has burned his hand.
Yes.
Who's Gavon? I don't know who he is. But Gan's burned his hand, so he's gone to get some Vaseline or something.
Don't put Vaseline on it.
Well, what do you put on it then?
You run it under cold water.
Well, he's gone to find a tap then. Yeah. The computers are making decisions for themselves, and Villa says we're just germs. Speak for yourself, love. But why haven't they killed us yet? Zen's bleeping a lot. It seems to be another computer talking. to
For
it.
him. Yeah.
Gan passes through the teleport room
Yes.
just as the teleport goes, and then sort of some of the blokes appear,
Yeah.
and pew 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 at Gan
It's not
with
quite
his,
pew pew pew.
with his lighty up stick.
Yeah.
He's got a stick in his hand and it won't light up. Gan struggles, and I said shot of Gan shoes, and they've got a bit of a heel on.
Yeah, they have actually thinking about it. Yeah.
But yeah, you get to see all the bracelets are here. So everybody's going, where's Gan? Well, I don't know. I wouldn't worry yet. He might have gone for a shower or something. Soaping himself down.
I think he would have said if he was going somewhere.
Or maybe he got took short. I don't know. Or he's gone in the bath with his bottle of matey, having some fun with that. But yeah, Jenna goes to grab a gun. She says it's white hot. Well, it's not really white hot because it would have been white if it was, but it's fairly warm.
It's hot.
Yeah. But Gan's gone, and then Villa's vanished as well, hasn't
Yes.
it? And there's some blood on the wall,
Yes.
or jam, or lipstick, or something. I don't know what it is. Yeah. How did that get there?
I don't know. Perhaps they bang his head against the wall.
But they work out the people doing this must be the people who built the Liberator, and redemption
Yeah.
is finally said, just so that you know what the episode's called. Page 6. Callie is zapped, leaving Blake, Avon and Jenna the only ones around. They try Aurak, but Aurak's not saying much.
No, he's being
Basically
awkward.
says, I'm busy, bugger off.
He does.
But, yeah, then there's a boarding party. Zap. Where are my crew? Remain silent, says the lady in blue, and Blake gets a zappy thing on his throat, doesn't he?
Yes.
At a lower intensity level. The Liberator arrives at the spaceship, the space station, along with the two prong ships as well. And the Liberator goes inside for docking. It's it's a bit wobbly, some of the shots, but it's not bad. It's
It
very
might
impressive.
be wobbly anyway.
Inside the space station, they've got film of an airport runway that they apparently stand and watch for a while, which is, I think, supposed to be the Liberator landing, but it's just like somebody's been to Gatwick at night and filmed it. Yeah. The blue lady briefly looks at Aurak and sort of, it's almost like she's going to go, what's this? Because she doesn't recognise the technology.
Yes.
Then they get off the Liberator through the main hatch and find themselves in a power station again.
Yes.
Very familiar looking power
It
station.
is. It's. I mean, it's. They use it better on this occasion, I think, because you get a bigger sense
Range,
of the space.
But you get a Dudley walking along music suite.
Yes.
People walk along for like 40 seconds. You get some walking along music. But yeah, Blake's going to be interrogated by the system. Yes. And Blake is still a bit arsey, so he earns himself some more zaps. Jenna and Avon end up in a cell. Avon says they're going to run. They're going to run and hide and make it difficult for their captors.
No, because they've said that they'll be eliminated.
Yeah.
So he said if they could get out, at least they could make it more difficult.
So
But
play
they're
hide
stuck
and
in the
seek.
cell for the moment. So.
There's a load of blokes holding a long pole, isn't it? So clearly there's some slaves or something going on here. And later on we recognise Roy Evans, don't we?
Well, I recognise Roy
We
Evans.
recognise him straight away.
Straight away,
I
yeah.
suppose every planet has to have a Wales, don't
Yeah.
they? Yeah.
Well, he's not very Welsh in this,
Is
is
he
he?
not?
No,
Right,
no.
okay. Blake gets to sit in a comfy chair at least.
Well,
Yeah.
semi-comfortable.
Yeah.
Doesn't look that comfortable.
There's a disturbance on all the control programs, but the system has got questions. This is Space World, apparently.
Yeah.
And they want to know, how did you acquire Deep Space Vehicle 2? Love the fact that implies that they've only got 2.
Yeah.
I'd have given it a higher number than that, because like we've got 1 and we've built a second one as a spare, and but there's a little bit of a recap from how they found it in season 1. Maybe that's why there are pictures of Cygnus Alpha on there.
Maybe. I don't think so. I think somebody's made a mistake.
But there's an outside influence affecting the lady's circuitry.
Yeah.
But she says that the system is infallible. But Blake cottons on it's probably Aurak. And there's a shot of Aurak. I love the way there's a cutaway shot of Aurak. It's as though Aurak's sitting there going,
Yeah.
sort of, evil laugh.
Yeah, he's an evil genius.
But yeah, there's a slave group on the loose, and you hear this via a Bing bong announcement.
Yeah.
Attention! This is a security report.
Yeah.
Frozen chickens are half price, and there are some slaves on the loose. I don't know why I'm doing a high-pitched voice.
I was going to say, is it the Queen?
Maybe. Then Avon spots it through the window,
He
doesn't
does.
he?
He can see the S.
He can see the S.
Yes. Well, one thing I did mean to say is before they get off the Liberator,
Yeah.
they switch the systems back on,
Yeah.
but the energy banks are supposed to be empty.
Oh, that's
But
true.
everything comes back on,
All right.
ready to go.
Oh, that's true. Okay. But yeah, there's a sort of massive malfunction at this point. So everybody's sent off to, or going to be sent off to the elimination chambers, aren't they? There are a few bodies like just strewn around now, being dragged by the guards. But Blake strike.
Yes.
And Blake shooty shoot.
Yeah.
And Stuntman falls off a very high ledge thing.
That looks really dangerous.
And then a very Welsh rebellion happens as Blake gets in a lift with Roy Evans.
Yeah. Roy Evans is not Welsh in this episode.
Yeah. But yeah, I love the fact the whole rebellion is like in a lift.
Yeah.
Basically. And you get a bit of history that there were 3 planets that were always fighting, and then the computer took over all the weapons and formed the system, so there's no war, there's no famine, and there's no freedom. So, you know. And these are the alters, the ladies in blue, who are not really people.
No.
Well, that's useful then. Avon and Jenna are all snuggled up in the cell, aren't they? They're all sort of, hello.
She is really cool. And did you notice later on,
What?
he calls out to her. He's
Right.
not worried about anybody else.
All right.
He's like, Jenna,
All right.
come through the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. There's a sound at the door, and it's Villa.
Yes.
Although he gets a bit of.
He gets a karate chop in the start
Yeah.
or something.
And I love the fact that when he sort of helps them escape, he shuts the door after himself so
Yeah,
as to
it's
be tidy.
And it also hides the fact they've escaped
That they've
as well.
gone. Gan does a load of running in his cloak, and a load of huge orange smoke bombs go off, don't
Yeah.
they?
I can imagine the power station authorities being a little bit nervous at that point.
But Gan's strong as
Yes.
he fights like about 4 guards at once. There's a bit of up and downy chase on different levels. And then Welsh attack
Both tag, yeah.
as Avon and Roy, as Gan, Blake and Roy Evans. I'm getting overexcited because of Roy Evans. And they sort of attack the lady and the guards.
Yes.
And he seems to take great pleasure
He
in
takes
zapping her,
great
doesn't
pleasure
he?
in killing her, yeah.
So off they run with Roy Evans, heading for the exit door. Glad they managed to find it quite quickly.
Well, Roy Evans knows where it
Oh, I
is.
suppose he knows, yeah. Yeah, because I'd have gone, I'm lost now. I turned 3 corners and I don't know where I am. And you think, Roy Evans, new crew member, yay!
Yeah, no.
No, I'll stay behind
Yes.
and shut the door
Yeah, and get killed.
and get killed.
Yeah.
Then the bell goes off for some reason, as though it's like sort of morning break time.
Or a fire alarm.
Yeah,
It's like a fire bell.
I think it's playtime for the guards, and they've got to go and like do skipping for half an hour or something.
Play
or
football.
Play with their marbles. Yeah, but yeah, it really is all systems go. So they're going to have an immediate lunch. They're going to have an immediate launch.
Right.
I wrote lunch so that because of supper time, because it's break time. You see. But yeah, the Liberator and Avon are. The Liberator and Zen are all better now and all
Avon.
charged up.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Funny that.
So-
But then maybe, because they're in the world they originated from, maybe it
They got a
charges
special
them.
supercharger.
Yeah. Like my phone does quick charge.
He did it by USB,
Yeah.
did it? Yes. Good big USB cable that the Liberator's now trailing behind it everywhere it goes. So there's a bit of coughing from the guards as they take off, and there's a bit of smoke comes out the door. And
One
that's
gets
about
killed.
It. This is really stupid.
Oh, God.
2 guards rush in
Yeah.
with bombs in their
And
hand
they go to the teleport thing.
on the
Yeah,
system,
on the system.
teleport across to the
ship,
Liberator,
yeah, and get teleported back.
and they've got bombs in their hands, and they're going, "Oh, I've got a bomb in my hand, I've pulled the pin out." They just chuck it,
Yeah.
duck,
Yeah.
as though that's going to
Like
help,
duck and cover. Yeah.
and kaboom! And I just wrote idiots in huge capital letters with
Yes.
6 exclamation marks and underlined it. And then the older ladies start going, distract, distract. Some more aircraft film takeoff film plays. Last page.
Mm.
And they're free!
Mm-hmm.
Except there's a space vehicle after them.
Yes.
Don't know what number it is because it's an exact replica of the Liberator,
It
but
is.
this can do standard by 14.
It can.
So it's been souped up.
Be souped up.
Like,
This is obviously DSV1.
what? That's had a bit of a tune.
Yeah, it's been.
He's been down like Boise's garage, and then he's sort of, he's twiddled things, and
Mm-hmm.
or it's running off of special petrol or something,
Yeah.
special space petrol. They say there's no point fighting because Aurak's prediction is coming true.
Mm.
It's the same as the Liberator, and kablooey!
Mm-hmm.
The other space vehicle explodes.
It does.
What happened?
Mm-hmm.
Aurak nobbled them so that their missiles exploded,
Yeah, so
On
that his
board.
prediction would come true.
and Aurak said, "I've got much to do now. Shut up," basically.
Yes.
And off they toddled, heading for Earth sector.
Mm-hmm.
Might take them a while to get there because I
Yeah.
think they're going at like sort of only in first gear.
Standard by 3. Yeah.
And there you are.
Yes.
That's Redemption.
Yes. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yes. The filming's nice.
Yeah.
I've got something to say about the filming. in a
Oh, what
minute.
you got to say about the
Well,
filming?
Firstly, a lot of the cast weren't happy about filming at the power station
Yeah.
again.
In case they got a
In
particle
case,
up them.
yeah, and they wouldn't eat anything while they were there, apart from David Jackson, who just gromped his way
Grump.
through. And also, they got back to the hotel after the Danes filming,
Yeah.
and David Jackson was nowhere to be seen. And they're like, "Oh, where's David? And they'd left him behind.
All right.
So
Well, he was still
he was
stuffing.
still there. So I think I've told this story. Maybe this was the last time they filmed there. But one of the times they filmed there,
Yeah, all right.
he got left behind, and one of the people that worked at
How
the power
can you
station.
leave Gam behind?
I know, but to drop him off at the hotel.
Do you think,
it's not
do you
like
think
he's
they're in the
small.
back? Do you think they're all in the back of the bus going, "Oh, there's a lot more room today"? You know, you lost weight, Gam. Oh, where is he? But yeah, the final Terry Nation one of 14 in a row.
Yes,
Um,
he was glad about that.
and it is time to get some new writers,
yes,
isn't it?
you need different people to get it a bit broadened out a bit.
So
It's Shadow next.
Shadow.
isn't it? Yes, which is Chris Boucher. isn't
Blake
it?
probeert zich tegen betaling te verzekeren van die hulp van Terra Nostra.
Terra
So
Nostra.
something about Tegan with an E. Tegan, not Tegan. So that's Shadow. Yeah. There you go. Right. We'll see you in time for that one, I
Yes,
guess.
we'll see you for Shadow.
Bye bye.
Bye.